Hello, and thank you for joining us for our new series, Open for Justice. My name is Damon Daniel, President and CEO of the Ad Group Against Crime. Open for Justice is a new series that we are introducing that's going to feature unsolved homicides as well as missing persons. You're going to hear from case detectives as well as family members of those who've gone missing, as well as those who have cases that are unsolved. And most important, we need your help in all of this, because these cases have one thing in common. They're still open for justice. There's key information that we're looking for and that you can help. So keep tuning in and keep sharing these videos with your family, friends, and loved ones as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you.
Captain Corey Carlisle with the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department Media Relations Unit. I am here this morning to discuss the case of Craig Dydell. This homicide occurred on August 10th, 2016 at approximately 6:56 p.m. The summary goes as officers were dispatched to the area of 40th and Olive on a reported shooting. Upon arrival, officers located an adult male suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. EMS arrived on scene and pronounced the victim deceased at that time.
Craig was a funny, he was a funny guy, a comedian, artist. He was an artist. He loved his daughter. He was a family man. He loved his mother. He was a big brother. He was a cousin. Craig started doing music when he was about 13, 14. That him and his brother and some cousins wanted to do rap music. And back then I'm like, what in the world are y'all doing? So they would actually take a tape recorder and tape everything on the tape recorder and, make their music, write their music, come up with like beats and stuff like that. And eventually they were very good and very successful. He was an ear for a lot of people and helping people to get understanding out of life or what they may be going through. He was a very good big brother because his siblings, they would talk to him about a lot of things. And not having my son around has been very difficult. 28 years is a long time to have a person in your life, no matter if it's your father, your son, your daughter, grandmother. It's a long time. I am thankful for those 28 years. I thank God all the time for that. But not having him around has been very difficult. He was my son that I would talk to on a regular basis. So not having him around has given me a huge void in my life. I mean, it's a huge void. It's a hole that can never be filled. Only thing I have there is memories. No future things to come. So, it's a loss. I miss my son. I feel like when people commit murder or harm to another person who they think that, oh, I'm going to get this person, I'm going to do this to them. They feel like, oh, I got him, but that person is gone. That person is no longer with them and anyone else in the community. And they not only hurt the people around them, like their parents, the kids, but they hurt their community. They take people away from the community. And when you're caught with from committing a murder, you lose out too. Because now your parents have to deal with the fact that you took another life and that the people around you are destroyed.
We don't want people suffering from violent crimes, homicides, or quality of life issues. We take case files very seriously. They're not just a number. It's not just a file, a folder on our desk. These are human beings. It could be my family member. It could be a friend of mine, family member. So we want to do everything in our power, working with the community, working with the prosecutor's office, and working through the judicial system to ensure that we can bring justice to the families and accountability to the perpetrators who engaged in such a heinous act and taking the life of another human being.
Layla Dydell wants justice for her dad, Craig Dydell.
Hey, KC. The void continues, as Jessica Dydell said, and I have to reiterate it. You know, whenever someone pulls the trigger and takes a life, there's literally a loss on both sides of that coin. Of course, the loss to those who have to bury their loved one, but then also when the individual who pulled the trigger is brought to justice, which we're hoping that in every case that happens, that the person that is responsible is brought to justice. But the family of that individual that's brought to justice is also going to lose someone. They're going to lose them to the criminal justice system. But that person themselves have lost something as well. They've lost a part of themselves, a part of their soul. And I strongly believe that in order for all of us to heal, we need to bring closure to these cases. We need to make sure that folks get the sense of healing and closure that they so desperately need. And only you can help with that, Kansas City. So speak up and share what you know so the justice can be served. The number is 816-753-1111, or you can call the TIPS hotline at 474-TIPS. Thank you and God bless.